Alright guys, I'm back with another review, and today's review is the LEGO Star Wars Set 7143 Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, released in 2002, and has 138 pieces, and is ages 8 through 12. And yeah, I just wanted to point out before we start, some of the pieces are really worn out. You'll be able to tell when I kind of go through it, but some of the pieces are really worn out. I will be replacing those soon, possibly today. And yeah, so in the set includes one minifigure, which is Obi-Wan. I guess you could say half a minifigure as well, counting the R4 head. But yeah, I got this used, and there's no box, but I do have the manual, which is kind of in bad condition, I will say. And the back of it, ooh, we'll get into that at the end, or we'll get to that at the end. But yeah, so I guess we'll start off with the minifigure, which is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Alright, so here's Obi-Wan Kenobi, and best part about this minifigure is definitely that chrome hilt. It'll focus. There we go. But the chrome hilt right there, really nice. Now the thing I'm not really big on here is well, the hilt is really loose. Like, I mean, you can sometimes get it the right way, but you kind of see it's kind of wobbly and it just falls off. I mean, I'm only keeping this really for display, so I won't really be using these hilts. And the thing is, I guess the reason why they kind of stop these is because they'd chip off, I believe. So that wasn't really a fun thing, to be honest. It's having a really hard time focusing. I really don't know what's up with that. But I mean, you can tell it's a silver lightsaber hilt. And this actually, the bottom part is more stronger, so I don't want to flip it around or anything. I'm gonna keep it as it is. So yeah, you also get a pair of binoculars or binocs, whatever the heck they're called. And this is actually in the old gray, by the way. And then here's our Obi-Wan minifigure. This is the oldest LEGO Star Wars minifigure I actually own. And I mean, I quite like it. It has a little bit of damage on the arm right there. Kind of see it's like a little indented. But no printing on the legs, of course. Really simple torso. And then the head. Yeah, it's a pretty cool head, though. I believe this head is actually exclusive too, so that's nice. And you can also see some wearing out on the head, which I don't really like. I don't think that's... Oh wait, never mind. That's actually... Okay, never mind. That is not wearing. But yeah, no printing on the back or there's no second face. And yeah, but just really standard Obi-Wan. Nothing too special really with him, except for like the silver lightsaber, which I've never really had one of these. So I mean, it's nice for a first. And yeah, nothing special with the blade. But yeah, so that is the Obi-Wan minifigure. And I guess we'll kind of go on to the other figure, so we'll go on to that. Alright, so I guess this is the other figure in the set. It's R4, like it's literally just the head. But it's cool, I guess. I mean, you can't really count it as a figure, but it's whatever. But I just wanted to kind of show that separately. So yeah, but nothing too big there. So let's go on to the Starfighter. Alright, so here is the Obi-Wan Jedi Starfighter. Quite nice, and this is actually the first Lego Jedi Starfighter ever made. Honestly, it did a pretty good job. And, yeah. It definitely could use some work in some spots. But, for a first, it's actually quite nice. Now, I wanted to point out, all these pieces, with the detailing on them, are all printed. This is printed right here. Printed, even the control panel inside is printed. Kinda hard to see that actually, but I'll show you once we get onto the cockpit. So I kinda wanted to start in the front here. Nothing, kinda too special going on with the front, to be honest. Just kinda simple from the start. And then when we get to over here, we have more of the printed parts, which is quite nice. We have some blasters right here. And on the other side, we have the Republic insignia right there. We have some little flag pieces right there as well. Here you can see we have R4, kind of like before you could put the full astromech droid, they just, ended up doing the head. Now these wings, they're curved, but they don't really curve down like the like the newer Jedi Starfighters. Though it has that slight curve to it, which is nice. But not really the greatest. I do like this back piece though. Frick. Okay, there we go. But I really do like this back piece. Quite nice. I'm actually gonna remove that, so you can kind of see that it's kind of simple. But yeah, I got printing on both sides right there. It just clips onto these two clips in the back, just like so. And yeah, and then in the back we have the engines, which are also connected to the legs here, but you have some movement right here. And you also have some movement right here. And, you could fold the landing gear up like so. You also have one in the front here. Can fold that up as well. And, the landing gear is kind of stiff, I guess, a little loose. So you can see how it's easily shaking. So, yeah, once it's in the landing position, it will kind of go down a bit. So, if I can focus my camera, there we go. But, yes, so all you gotta do is, bring them down. I usually like to bring it down to here, like 1, 2, and then do this, like 1, 2. Same on the other side, and then this one here. Just simply bring it down, and then boom. And then it can land. Now that's kind of what I'm talking about here. This stays up, I let it go, and it kind of goes down. It does it with the back too, which I'm not a big fan of here. So when I kind of put it on my shelf, it will kind of just seep down a bit. But yeah, so it's not a big problem, but kind of does bug me. Cockpit, it's just connected to these two studs right here, and then it lays, or I guess rests, on the back of that gray piece. And you can see the printed kind of console piece right there, used in many sets. But you could take your Obi-Wan, remove his accessories really quick, and minute. Okay. So, you could just... Yeah, that is one problem there. I will go ahead and fix that. Alright, problem kind of solved. So, I guess kind of the problem I have with this is that, like, there's the 4 studs, and there isn't, like, any tiles. So usually what I'll do is just drop them in there. And then, okay, hold on. I'm actually gonna need to cut this for a minute. Alright, there we go. But, Cockpit is now on, or I guess the canopy is now on. And, yeah. It's kind of not, it's not really like the greatest way to do this, but, I mean, it works. And you don't really have a spot to put his accessories here, so they're kind of just like out, I guess, of the set. But I mean, yeah, that's really the Starfighter, to be honest. It's nothing too big, nothing too super special. But I mean, yeah, it's still quite nice. So now we're gonna get into the manual. And my final thoughts. Alright, so here's the manual. Very, very ruined, I guess. Has definitely seen better days. Now the back is what I really don't like. I'm assuming when the past owner who owned this set, when he was a kid, assuming, or at least I'm assuming this, he probably circled which sets he wanted. Wanted a really good one right there. That's a really rare one now. The Slave one, or Jango Fett's Slave one. Wish I could get that set. But, most likely we'll never, who knows. And, yeah, we have the Count Dooku speeder thing here, which is quite a nice set. But, yeah, so let's get on to the cool stuff. Stuff from the good old days, I guess. So, here we have the... I'm gonna show you this in a better way. Here we have the Coruscant speeder chase set, which is one of my favorite Star Wars sets of all time. Really love that Zam Wessel speeder. And same with the Obi-Wans and Anakins. This one's a really nice one. It has those nice silver pieces right there. Or chrome pieces. You can see those. We have the Tusken Raider encounter. Quite a nice set. I might actually try getting that set. And then that's really it. I don't know if there's more to this manual. But if there was, that would be pretty cool. So yeah, but that is the manual, and now we're going to get on to my final thoughts and wrap up the review. Alright, so, my final thoughts on this set. Really nice, to be honest. For the Starfighter build, or design, I like it. Could use a little bit more, details, but I mean, hey, it was 2002. They weren't the greatest at the time, to be honest. But, yeah, still, I really do like this set. Really good for a collector, like if you're trying to get your, or if you're just trying to collect all Star Wars sets. This is a really good pickup. Now, if I were to recommend this in 2020, well, I would. Design somewhat holds up to today's standards, just a little bit. But, I mean, overall it's still pretty nice. Could just definitely use some work in some spots. But overall, for my first 2002 LEGO Star Wars set, really nice. Hoping to pick some more up, mainly the 2 smaller ones. And, yeah. But hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll be reviewing another set soon. and then that'll kind of wrap it up for the set reviews for a little bit. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.